Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, and Godzilla King of Monsters is starring Miley Brown and Kyle Chandler. And this is a story about where Godzilla has to hold off a bunch of monsters, and we have some humans on the ground helping. So I was kind of scared to go see this because Godzilla has not been treated well in the past years. The closest one to being actual good, like a little good, is probably the first one, which, by the way, this is the sequel to the 2014 version, and I'm calling that one the first one. That one is all right. I would probably give that one like a C minus. But so I was scared to go into this film because of all the previous films. People don't know how to use them, and coming out of this, I felt satisfied in some ways. I felt like they actually give stuff that we wanted. We got to see more of Godzilla. We got to see the action, which that's all it is in this film, is action. And if you guys just wanted to see a big boss fight, that's what you're gonna get. But that's really all the film is. There's actually no character arc. There's not really a good story, which, by the way, if you guys are following me on Stardust, go follow me on Stardust. I'll put it up there, or the link below. I said in my Stardust review, I said I liked the story. I completely didn't, I just did not mean to say that. That just slipped out of my mouth, and I didn't realize I said that until I posted it. So, yeah, so the story, felt a little lazy. It just felt exposition throughout the whole entire film. We didn't feel like we actually got an actual plot. It's just basically a setup to get us to see Godzilla and Kong actually finally go at it in their own film. And it just felt like a Jurassic World movie, where it's just a setup to get to another film that they needed to get to. It's like they needed to make these three movies, the Godzilla in 2014 and King Kong in 2017, to get to this Godzilla movie, to get to Godzilla versus King Kong. So it was just a whole bunch of exposition. You didn't care about the characters. They were boring. They felt like the story felt lazy, but at the same time, you were satisfied with the action. You finally felt like you were heard, and they gave you something, but then they took away the characters from you. Because in the first film, the first Godzilla in 2014, they focused on the characters, and people were complaining about not seeing enough Godzilla. Even the characters weren't even fleshed out a little. They could have fleshed out the characters a little bit more, and they took Godzilla, moved him up here, and they brought the human characters way down and equaling itself out to about to be in the same movie. But I like this one a little bit more because of the action than this one, than the 2014 one, because of not getting to see Godzilla so much. And basically the best part of the film was, I can't remember the actor's name, but his character dies right off the bat. So yeah, like, the best part of that film was just basically ruined in 15 minutes. This one, you don't like any of the characters except for probably Miley Brown's character. She's probably the best probably the best thing about this film, except for Godzilla, and that's just CGI. There's no acting right there. So many good performance, there's so many good actors and actresses in this film, and they just felt wasted. Like, they were just thrown away. You could have had so much good opportunity with these actors, and you just threw it away. It's like for nothing. I felt like I rated too high in my Stardust review, which my Stardust review doesn't mean anything. That's just a side thing. Whatever I say right here is official about my review. I gave on Stardust, I gave it like a 4 stars. which really, it's actually a 3-star. It's a 3-star, but I guess the reason why I give it a 4 stars is because I was so overwhelmed and like with all the action, and I was just so excited that I got to see more Godzilla. I actually didn't think. So that's my bad part. That's on my part right there. They gave us a lot of action. They gave us a lot of Godzilla in this movie, but you can't really see it. It's like, if you guys have seen the Transformer films, you just couldn't see anything. So it's like that. It was all close-up fighting, and we rarely get like wide shots of them actually fighting, but mostly it's just wide shots of them like those, like when you like ready positions, and that's it. And everything else like in the battle is like all close-up. We don't actually get to see the actual fighting itself. So there's a family element in this film which they completely gloss over. This family is basically part of the very first film, but they were not in the first film. They felt like they were just shoved, because they go to, like, there's a flashback to them in the first film, and there's something that happened to them which scarred them, and so they had a family dynamic, and throughout the whole entire film they just like felt like they glossed over it. They don't go any further with it. So like it felt like they were just rushed, and they had 5 years to make this, and so you're expecting to have actual good characters in this film. There's a whole lot I can talk about without with spoilers, but I just don't know what else to say without trying to spoil. So I'm gonna give Godzilla: The King of Monsters a C+. It's a little better than the first one, in my opinion. I would rather watch this one over the first one, because it has probably because it has Miley Brown in it, and she's just a fantastic actor. She's probably the best thing. If it had to come with the characters, she's probably the best thing in the film. So yeah. Kyle Chandler's character, he felt like he could just do anything. He can just do anything. That was my review on Godzilla: The King of Monsters. So in the next 2 years, or I think maybe next year, we'll get our Godzilla versus King Kong. I hope I hope we just get a really good action and some good, really good characters. I don't know how, like, that's the problem with these films. I don't know how you can element humans into into films like this. So it's like the Jurassic World movies that you can't do a whole lot with. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.